welcome to Re-Education. Now we are going to see about Unit 1 Introduction AI for Everyone, which is in the Class 11 CBSE curriculum. First, what is artificial intelligence? The science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially the intelligent computer programs, is called artificial intelligence. It has been said by John McCarthy, is the father of AI. So, we are going to give the intelligence to the machine artificially. It is known as artificial intelligence. Second one, the history of AI. The history of AI is started from the year of 1950s. So in the 1950s, the time when it started. So the artificial intelligence has been started in the year of 1950. But you want to keep note that in the 1950, it was not named as artificial intelligence. Only in the year of 1955, by John McCarthy, the coined the term called artificial intelligence. So in the year 1955, only it has been called as AI. And in the year of 1970s, it is known as the largest, fastest computer becomes there. So computers became faster and most affordable in the year of 1970s. In 1980s, the year of artificial intelligence. Why we are calling it as an year of artificial intelligence? Because of there are lot of enhancements and developments has been become in the year of 1980s. So the learning skills were enhanced and computer improved with deeper and user experience in the year of 1980s. So it is called as the year of artificial intelligence. The year of 2000, it has made the landmark of AI establishment as achieved. Yes, the lot development has been achieved in the year of 2000. So after the 2000, now the year of 2021, now we are in our and the smartphone, smart devices are there. All each and everything around us is an AI. Without our knowledge also, we are in the era of artificial intelligence. This is a small history of artificial intelligence. Third one, domains of AI. These are the simple domains. What are the domains? Deep learning, natural language processing, machine learning, neural network, and computer visions. In that machine learning, there are four parts. One is unsupervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, and semi-supervised learning. These are the domains of artificial intelligence. Now we are going to see one by one as a deeper manner. First one is machine learning. Machine learning is a discipline that deals with programming the systems so as to make them automatically learn and improve with experience. Here, learning implies understanding the input data and taking informed decision based on the supplied data. In simple words, machine learning is a subset of AI which predicts the results based on incoming data. You see that what are the things comes under the machine learning? Each and everything has been processed only with the supplied data. If there is no data is there, then we can't call it as an AI based project. When there is a data set, then only we can able to call this an machine learning, otherwise an artificial intelligence projects. The utilities of ML are numerous. So as to detect spam email or forecast stock prices or to project class attendance, one can achieve results by means of earlier collected spam messages, previous price history records, or produce 5 years or more attendance data of the class. ML will predict the result based upon previous database experience available with it. Simply, what is machine learning? We are going to feed the algorithm to the machine. We are going to give the training to the machine for certain specific task. So this comes under the machine learning. Yes, see here the Gmail, YouTube, Flipkart or Amazon, all the things which we are using in the daily life. So all the things comes under the machine learning. We are going to give an algorithm to it. So automatically it can able to understand whether it is a spam mail, otherwise it is a not spam mail. So in the Gmail, like first give the example, Gmail automatically classifying emails as spam and not spam. Spam emails being automatically sent to the spam folder, saving a lot of your time. How it is make it is a spam folder? You see that we have made designed an machine learning algorithm. So according to that algorithm, it works and it detect that these mails are belongs to the spam. These mails are not belongs to the spam. So if there is a bulk SMS or bulk mails posted by some of that agencies, it consider that it is a spam. So it automatically filtered it to the spam mail. So this is the first example of Gmail. Second one, YouTube or Flipkart or Amazon. You think all the recommendations comes there. In the YouTube, first you are going to watch any videos. Later you are going to lock your mobile and go some of your work. Later, if you open your mobile phone and you can go for the YouTube, there will be the recommended videos. How that recommended videos has been comes there? The recommended videos has comes by the matching of the specific thing you are searched in that search bar. So that's the concept of the YouTube or Flipkart or Amazon. Now in the Facebook, if you are going to tag any faces, before you are tagging that itself, it says that it is the face of someone, it is the face of someone. How it is saying that all the things are machine learning. Once the data has been um, inserted into the machine learning, it automatically says that this is the thing. Yes, it is the matching the identity. Yes, when you upload the photos to Facebook, the service automatically highlights the face and suggests which friends to tag. How does it instantly identify your friends in the photos? You might be thinking that Facebook is a magician. Yes, isn't it? Why? Because of you didn't say any names to tag, but it automatically says that this is your friend, you are going to tag this. So this is the things comes under the machine learning. Next one, we are going to see about the third topic, difference between the conventional programming and machine learning. Yes, the conventional programming is a traditional programming approach. How we are called it is a traditional programming? There is an input and there is a program. So according to the program, the output will become. So this is known as traditional program. That is a procedural programming approach. What we are going to do, there will be a program will be there. You are going to give the input. According to the input and the program which you have written, the output is going to come. This is known as conventional programming approach. But the machine learning approach is quite different here. There is an input and there is an output. So according to that, it is going to predict that program. That is that it is going to generate the algorithm for the program. This is known as machine learning. See how it is going to generate an algorithm for the program. There is a huge data set. According to the data set, it is going to collect the things what we needed. According to it, it is going to generate the new program. So this is the difference between the conventional programming and machine learning programming. See that example, the flowchart first one, that is the program and the data. It is going to the conventional programming, that is a traditional approach. The result is coming. But in the machine learning, it is different. The result and data is there, and it is going to generate that program for that machine learning algorithm. Here there are two examples are there. The first example it takes about the we are going to take the input of the Celsius and we are going to apply for the formula and we getting the output. So this is from the traditional programming approach. In the machine learning approach, there is the Celsius value and there is the Fahrenheit value. According to that two matching field, it is going to generate its own algorithm for that machine learning. So this is the difference between the traditional programming and machine learning programming approaches. The next topic is an how machine learning related to AI. Most of them are thinking that machine learning is a different field. Machine learning is not an different. You must keep in your mind and you must well understand that machine learning is the subset of artificial intelligence. It means the machine learning is one of the part of artificial intelligence. See, artificial intelligence, intelligent machines that think and act like human beings. What is machine learning? Systems learns things without being programmed to do so. Yes, this is known as machine learning. So the machine learning is the subset of the artificial intelligence. Next one, what is data? According to me, this is the important thing. Why means any other fields we consider the thing, but in artificial intelligence cannot be executed without the predefined data set. There must be a huge data set must be there. According to the data set, it is going to work. See here, what is data? Data can be defined as a representation of facts or instructions about some entity, that's in students, schools, sports, business, animal, etc. What can be? They can be processed or communicated by human or machines. Data is a collection of facts such as numbers, words, pictures, audio clips, videos, maps, measurements, observations, or even just descriptions of things. Yes, here's the data. Here they just give the activity. This data is a student data set. Here see that name of the students, attendance, gender, total marks, and participants in sports. All the things has been given here. This is a simple data set. So according to the data set, we are going to predict some of the machine learning things. That is known as the data. Here we just see about the data. So data is nothing but of data can be defined anything in a real world entity. So what are the different types of data? There are two categories of data are there. One is unstructured data, another one is an unstructured data. Structured data is more often categorized as quantitative data. When it comes under the word quantitative, it can be stated as structured data. When it comes under the word of the quantity, then it can be considered as an unstructured data. So that's the thing. The structured data can be defined by database management systems. There's a lot of management systems there, DBMS or ODBMS. So all the things comes under the structured data. For the unstructured data, it will becomes under the NoSQL databases. When we can't able to categorize one in a relational database, then it can be considered as the unstructured data. That unstructured data will comes under the non-relational or NoSQL databases, or best fit for managing unstructured data. So these are the two types of data. The first one is structured data and second one is an unstructured data. Structured data is a quantitative data and unstructured data is a qualitative data. So this is the difference between the structured and unstructured. Next one. Here we are going to learn brief about the machine learning. Machine learning is a science of getting computers to act without being explicitly programmed. That's the definitions by the Stanford University. Machine learning algorithms can figure out how to perform important tasks by generalizing from the examples. This is another definition from University of Washington. According to them, they are saying that machine learning is a science of getting computer to act without being explicitly programmed. Just underline the keyword. We are not going to program. This is an without being an explicitly programmed. Here there are types of machine learning. There are three types of machine learning are there: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. You just keep in mind, supervised learning is a labeled data. Unsupervised learning which done by a pattern matching system, and the reinforcement learning will becomes under the rewarded system. So this is then simple for your understanding purpose. Supervised learning means just we are going to supervise the learning, that is coming under the labeled data. Unsupervised learning means there does not be any type of labeled data. It is just going to understand by itself. It is called as a pattern matching. And third one is an reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is works under the rewarded system. See, first one, supervised learning. In this supervised learning, as the name specified, there will be teacher. Who is the teacher here? The teacher means the software engineer or programmer, whoever it may be. Who is the person going to make that algorithm? So here, as the name specifies, supervised learning occurs in the presence of a supervisor of a teacher. We train the machine with labeled data. This is the key point, labeled data. It is then compared to the learning which takes place in the presence of a supervisor or teacher. A supervised learning algorithm learns from the labeled training data and then becomes ready to predict the outcomes from the unforeseen data. See here is an example. In this example, they are just going to train that model with that apple. Here is an apple is an example. So here they are going to show the actual images of the apple to the machine. So it is going to be able to learn. This is known as supervised learning, labeled data. Note the point. In that labeled data, we are going to give the exact image of that apple, so that it can able to understand this is an apple. So the algorithm has been done like that. So then it can be gives the output, it is an apple. Second one is unsupervised machine learning. Here the concept is different. The unsupervised machine learning, it is going to learn by its own pattern matching. Here we are not going to give any exact images like this supervised learning. Here just we are going to give a thing which was then matched to the pattern. See here, many a times perfectly labeled data set are hard to find. In such as we can't able to give all the things as an image, and we can't able to train all the things with an images to that machine learning. So that is the much more various tedious task is that now. So data used to train the machines are neither labeled or not classified. Unsupervised learning is a machine learning technique where we don't need to supply labeled data. Instead, we allow the machine learning model, that is an algorithm, to discover the pattern on its own. The task of machine learning is to assemble unsorted information according to the resemblance, patterns, and various without any formal training of data. Yes, there is an example video for this also. This example video will be comes in the another video which has been fully explained for that unsupervised machine learning. It's a special video for unsupervised machine learning only. See here, in this example, they are just giving the input to the data. Here, not giving that exact image, that Apple images or any other images to the machine learning algorithm. just we are going to give that patterns to that thing. So the machine learning is going to understand by the pattern, and it can able to recognize that thing, this is an apple or this is some type of fruits. So it is going to make that thing. See in that example, the step 1, you provide a system with a data that contains photos of different kinds of fruits and ask it to segregate it. Remember, in case of unsupervised learning, you do not need to provide the label data. Yes, when it comes under the unsupervised learning, you just think the two things, it is an unlabeled data and it is going to make it is an own pattern. Step 2, the system will look for the patterns in the data. Yes, it is going to match the pattern. So how the exact apple is. So it is going to take its own pattern. According to the pattern, it is going to say the answer. Patterns like the shape, color and size and the group of the fruits based on those attributes. Yes, this is the thing. The first one, we see about the supervised learning. In the supervised learning, it is an labeled data. We are going to give the actual photo to the algorithm and we are going to train the machine. But in that unsupervised model, we are going to just, it is able to learn by the patterns. Third one is a reinforcement machine learning. Its concept is totally different. It is going to make it as an own rewarded system. So what is mean by rewarded system here? It is going to learn the thing. See here, in reinforcement learning, the machine is not given examples of correct input or output pairs, but a method is provided to the machine to measure its performance in the form of reward. Reinforcement learning method resembles how human and animals learn. How we are learning, mom? See, our learning purposes are quite different. How means, first if you are going to take the bike and we are riding the bike, if there are any adults comes before, like the dog, street dog is crashing us, what we are going to do, we just putting the brake. If we not put the brake, what we are able to do, we are going and eating the street dog and we are going to fall down. So this is the type of learning. So the actual learning is was learning comes under the reinforcement machine learning. In this reinforcement machine learning, see here, this robot want to take the diamond. So if how it can go, if it moves to the left side, there is an fire, it is going to be die, it is going to destroy it. So it can't able to go to take the diamond. So it is one type of the learning. So it the next time it don't move to the left, it goes for the upper and it go for the left and it comes in the blank spaces to collect the diamond. This is known as rewarded system. It is going to learn by its own. How it is learning? It is learning like the humans and animals learning. How we are learning? We are learning from our mistakes. This is the important thing, you must keep it that we are learning from our mistakes. Same pattern, the reinforcement learning also, it is learning from his past mistakes. So this is known as reinforcement machine learning. So these are the three types of machine learning algorithm. First one is supervising, second one is unsupervised, and third one is reinforcement. The reinforcement is the combination of both supervised and unsupervised machine learning algorithms. Next one, this is the same thing as I explained about this reinforcement machine learning. Next, the fifth topic is that deep learning and neural networks. Deep learning is inspired from human brain and the neurons in the human brain. Yes, you see that we are the humans. We have our own intelligent system which was being executed by our human brain. So our human brain is connected with the lakhs. There are lakhs and lakhs of neurons in our brain. It is interconnected with the nervous systems and our entire body has been executing. So we are taking these specific things and applying to that machine. It is known as artificial neural network, that is known as ANN. So deep learning is inspired from human brain and the neurons in the human brain. Therefore, in order to understanding deep learning, we first need to know about neurons. Yes, I said that about our neuron system. Let us directly move for the artificial neural network. In the last paragraph, they said about before you try to understand deep learning, let us understand the thing they are viewing. They are saying lot of things same about the slide ma. Thus, you want to understand that what is meant by neurons. We have our own neural networks. So we are taking that concept and putting the artificial neurals to the machine. It is known as artificial neural network. See here, artificial neural network can be described as the layers of software units called neurons, also called node, connecting with different neurons in a layered manner. These networks transform data from one neuron to another neuron until they can certify it is an output. Neural network is again a technique to build a computer program that learns from the data. Before going to the topic, I'd like to say the small example. This example is based on our smart devices which we have in our own hand. You take your smart devices. In that smart devices, you just go for the Google. In that Google, you can able to see the thing. What the thing you can able to see? The displaying screen. So there is a search bar. So I'm going to type that what is artificial neural network. So this is the thing. This is the input. You can able to give. After you give this search bar, it goes into the dark layer. We can't able to see in the dark layer what is happening into the web server of that Google system. So it is executing all the thing in its dark layer, that is known as the hidden layer. Otherwise we can say it as a processing layer or anything. So after the processing has been executed, it gives us the output. What will be the output it gives to us? We ask that what is artificial neural network. According to that, it search all the things related to the words and it displays in the lot of the pages in our display screen. So this is the thing. See here, there are three layers are there. First one is an input layer, second one is an hidden layer, and third one is an output layer. In the input layer, we are going to use the search. So it is going to search in the hidden layer. We can't able to see the hidden layer. The hidden layer is an, we can say it is also dark layer also. All the things has been performed there and we can able to see the output. So these are the three types of layer which was in the artificial neural network. And the rounds, you can see the circles, it can be considered as the nodes. So what are the things we use here in the form of node? See that the three things I explained there. One is an input node, second one is an hidden node, third one is an output node. We can say it is an input layer, hidden layer and output layer. So these are the three layers which was in the artificial neural network. We just keep in one thing, we can be able to see the input and output here, but we can't able to see anything in that hidden layer. Why? Because of there was no relationship between the real world in the hidden layer. It is completely a dark layer. All the things which is going to execute in the dark layer, and after the process has been completed, it is going to give the result in an output layer. So this is a simple explanation of ANN. Next one, deep learning. So deep learning is the branch of machine learning. You want to keep one thing in mind, deep learning and machine learning, the both are the subset of artificial neural network. Deep learning is a branch of machine learning which is completely based on artificial neural network. Yes, when the words comes are ANN, that will comes the deep learning technique. As neural network mimics the human brain, so deep learning is also a kind of imitation of the human brain. In deep learning, we don't need to explicitly program everything. It is important to know that deep learning, we do not need to explicitly program everything. You see, here there are two examples. One is about the machine learning, another one is for the deep learning. In the machine learning, we are giving the input and we are extracting the features. Then we are going for the classification and then the output. These feature extraction and classification comes under the supervised learning, other is unsupervised learning, other is the reinforcement learning. What are the things? So all the things comes here. But in the deep learning, you did not need to extract any features and the classification. Just you can give the input and there will be the processing. It is known as the hidden layer. So in this hidden layer, the feature extraction classification is automatically done by the deep learning algorithm itself. The next one, the output will become here. So this is the major difference between the machine learning and deep learning. In that machine learning, we are going to give that thing. One is unsupervised, other is unsupervised or anything. We are going to give a humans interaction will be there. But in the deep learning, there is no human interaction will be there. Just we are going to give the input. According to that, it is going to extract the feature things and it is going to classify by its own and the output will become here. Yes, of course, the deep learning is most cost oriented. This is the difference between the machine learning and deep learning. Works on small amount of data for accuracy, works on large amount of data. Yes, when there is a large amount of data scheme, for example, we can see the Google server, YouTube or Facebook or anything. Because of it, always works with the large amount of data. In a fraction of seconds, there will be millions of people approaching the Google web server. So it comes under the deep learning technique. It is dependent on low-level machine. It dependent highly on the high-level machines. Divides the task into subtasks, solve them individually, and finally commit the results. It solves problems and end to end. Takes less time to train, but the deep learning takes the longer time to train. Testing time increases, less time to test the data. So this is the difference between the machine learning and deep learning. Here some of the few examples of the deep learning techniques. Yes, you can find out the examples: automated car driving, aerospace and defense, medical research, industrial automation. Yes, all these things comes under the examples of the deep learning techniques. Our next topic is what machine learning can and cannot do. In a simple point of view, I would like to say that there are lot of machines which will simplify the human work, but all the machines are not the AI or ML based machines. When it will becomes the AI or ML based machines means when there is a data is arrived. It means that when there is a previous data set has been arrived. If it is works under the data set, there one must be a one database will be there. According to the database, it must extract some of the features from that. Then only it can be called as an artificial intelligence program, as an ML program. If otherwise, if for example, if this is a speaker, this is a headphone. This headphones just gives me the music in my ear. So this is can't be able to say this is an artificial intelligence. This is a simple machine. So you must understand the difference between the simple machine and AI based machine. AI based machines must be worked with the help of the data. The first thought that arises in one's mind after learning about AI and ML, if they will replace the humans, in which case, what are the humans for? No, it can't able to replace the human, but it can able to replace the humans work. Yes, there must be some of the interactions of the human. We are going to give the work to the machine. According to that, the machines is going to do the work. That's the thing here. And then you say the few examples about it, like the virtual personal assistant, that a VPA, like the Siri, Alexa, Google Home, etc. Predictions while computing, like the traffic forecasters and Google Maps. Yes, we can say that our traffic signals for in our Chennai, you see that lot of traffic signals are there, traffic cameras are there. In the traffic camera, if you violate any road rules, if the bike has been or the car has been crossed, it automatically captures the number plate and it compared to its database. And according to its database, whose name has been registered and what is his address, each and everything has been extracted from the database, and it automatically sends the summons to someone's address. So this is known as the predictions while computing. The best examples we can say about our Chennai traffic also. Video survey, yes, this comes on the video surveillances, cameras also there. Next, social media services. In the social media services, Facebook recognition and the YouTube and all the things comes under there. Email spam and malwaring filtering, product recommendation, online fraud detection. You see that if you are an frequent buyer in the Flipkart, otherwise than Amazon, you are searching the things. After the logout and login, while coming back again, it shows the lot of things based on your searching things. It is known as the recommended products. So all this comes on the recommended products. Even in the YouTube videos also, if you search any video, later then it shows you the recommended video based on your previous search. And Netflix, Amazon Prime, all the things comes under the recommendations. So these are the things what machine learning can and cannot do means all these things can be done by the machine learning only. So we feed it within previous algorithm. According to the algorithm, it has been working. So the examples: VPA, predictions, video surveillances, social media services, email spam, product recommendation, online fraud detection. So all these are examples of machine learning. Yes, thank you. This is the end of the session. In this session, we see about what is meant by AI, what is meant by ML, and what is mean DL. For more videos related on artificial intelligence, please keep contact in the Bakesteres and Educations. Thank you.